What's going on, everybody? This is Durell with your motivational moment. Today, I'm going to talk about treating people right? And what many people refer to as the golden rule. I just say treat people right, man. That's something that I really like to hang my hat on. I value people's feelings a lot. Even I don't necessarily have to know you. And if I do know you, then I really make sure I treat you right because I take your feelings into account all the time because I want someone to treat me right. I want someone to treat my family members and my close friends in a good manner, right? Respectfully, with a certain amount of respect, certain amount of decency. The first thing is, man, you never know what people need or what they're going through, which is why you should treat them right. Everybody, again, and the second part is everybody handles struggles in life differently. And then the third part is it's in the logo, right? Be the light, which I'll talk about that here in a second. But I mean, you never know what people are going through in life, and you never know what they're needing. Sometimes people just, all they need is, hey, I'm proud of you. Or, hey, I'm praying for you. Or, hey, I saw you did XYZ that was really good. And they may have hated it. They may have felt like it was just a horrible job. But you saw it and you liked it and you complimented them and that made their day. It's the small things that really go a long way. You want to make sure, I don't want to say you have to go the extra mile, but if you can give people their flowers while they're living, you should do that, right? You should compliment somebody for no reason. You should tell someone what you think of them. You should tell someone how they make you feel. If they make you feel like you're important, hey man, every time I come in, you always acknowledge me. Or I have a friend that I've known for years, man. I want to say it's almost 13, 14 years now. Every birthday, I send her a message. Hey, man, happy birthday. I'm proud of the things that you've done. I'm proud of you doing XYZ. And she responded. She was like, hey, man, thank you for always acknowledging my birthday. That's very important to me. Birthdays to me are important. Birthdays to me are very important. You only get one a year. It's like Christmas. That day only comes around once. Not that you should gear up to give gifts only on Christmas Day. I accept gifts throughout the entire year, guys. 365 days. So please feel free to give me a gift. I will gladly accept and say thank you. You may get a video out of the deal. So, but again, you never know what people need. You never know what they need. So you want to make sure you treat people right. And then the second part, I talked about how the struggles hit people differently. You never know how people react to certain things. And then that's why I don't like to say, well, just get over it. Because you don't know how much of an impact that had. So someone may lose their grandmother or grandfather or mother or father or whatever. And if they weren't close to them, it's not going to hit them as hard as it may have hit their cousin. Or it may have hit their little brother, or it may have hit their mother or father. If you weren't close to them, you had no connection with them, losing them is not going to have much of an effect on you. Now, you may feel sad that your cousin or brother or whoever is going through their hardships because of this, but for you specifically, it's not bothering you, but you can be there for them. It's like, hey, I hate to see you like this. What can we do to cheer you up? Remember all the good things of that sort, right? But so you never know what goes on. You never know. Our struggles hit people differently, and people grieve very differently. Some people like to talk about the issues. Some people don't like to talk about the issues. You have introverts and extroverts, right? You want to make sure you assess them correctly, right? And the third thing is be the light. I had a real good conversation with a friend of mine last night, actually, crazy as that is. I had it last night. She shined the light on some serious stuff, and I thank her for that. I thanked her I'm thanking her publicly, and I thanked her privately. I'm being transparent at this point. But I thank her for that, because sometimes you need people to shine the light on certain issues and certain things that you don't necessarily see as a hindrance, but it may be a hindrance in the long run. So if you can be the light for somebody else, please turn that flashlight on and shine the light and help them guide their way out. I'm not saying you have to sit there and treat them like a puppy and wave a treat in their face and be the dangling carrot, right? But you just need to make sure, hey, take a look at that, assess that, and move forward from that. You need to veer away from this because that could cause a problem. If a car has headlights to avoid potholes on the freeway, if they don't have the headlights on, they're never going to see the potholes and messes up the tire, messes up the alignment, causes more issues in the long run. You get the analogy. So be the light for somebody when you can and give someone their flowers while they're living. That's important because you want someone to do that for you. I actually am charging you all who are watching this to do that, because it's not enough good that happens in the world. You can scroll up your timeline now and see the amount of negativity that's floating in there. I'm sure you'll see some fights. I'm sure you'll see some bickering. I'm sure you'll see some pettiness, which some pettiness is funny, but some pettiness is not necessary. So I charge you to be the light for somebody today. Not just today, be the light for someone tomorrow. Be the light for someone tomorrow after that. Random acts of kindness go a long way. I try to do random acts of kindness for people all the time, simply because of the first point. You never know what people need. You never know what they're going through. Being there for somebody who can change the world for them in that instance. And sometimes they need that. Sometimes you hugging somebody is going to stop them from committing suicide. It's crazy. That may sound extreme, but sometimes, as extreme as it may sound, that may be the case. They need to feel like somebody cares. And if that somebody is you, then be that person. Plain and simple. But this is Durell with your motivation in the moment, man. And as always, act in love. Do the right thing because it needs to be done. Y'all take care.